What's up? This is Kweku Collins, aka Young Courtney Cox.
BoatHouse, aka Young Considerate. You're rocking with Pursuit of Dopeness.
We're sitting here with Kweku Collins,
Hey.
BoatHouse,
Yeah.
out in South by Southwest 2017. All right, so how's the fest been treating you guys?
It's been insane. This is my first time being here, so I didn't know what to expect really. And like people kept telling me, "Oh, it's a shit show." Like da da da.
Yeah.
It's been wild though. It's
Second time here actually. I came 2 years ago. It was my first time, but I was privy to the shit show that it was, and it's lived up to the hype yet again. But it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, it's been cool to be kicking it out here with my boy too. So good times.
Yeah, I saw you guys last night at the Mohawk.
Yeah.
And we shared a nice little clip, on Twitter. Yeah, it was. You got the crowd going wild, and I love the interaction. Like, you actually went out of your way and said, all right, what do you guys want? Some lit or some chill? And crowd spoke. They obviously went for the lit part, and you delivered. Like, why is it important for you to have that sort of relationship with your audience when you have a show?
I mean, just like when you get down to it, the only reason any of us are here, we're entertainers. You dig what I'm saying? And so, like, the music is very important, but when you're in a live setting, and especially at a place like South by Southwest, where to distinguish yourself among the melee, you have to put on a live show that's gonna be memorable. You have to give the people, like, it's gonna sound cliche and corny, but like, you have to give the people what they want. You dig? Like, you have to come through, and if it's gonna be lit, it's gotta be lit. You dig? And that's just, it's like, that's the most important thing to me. Is just the energy. You dig? And just like, I'm here for people. You dig? I'm here for me because I genuinely love doing this, but it's also like, I'm here to give people a good time.
You guys, you were touring overseas. Must have been crazy going to Europe. These different settings, different type of cities. It's not not the culture that you're completely used to. What was it like going on that first tour?
It was dope. It was real dope. Just that was like my first time being in Europe. I had no idea what that was gonna be like either. Much like it's my first time coming here, but it was cool just to like experience a different culture. You know what I'm saying? It's like the West versus the East, and there's a lot of places we were in Europe that were still very heavily influenced by America and like American culture, but in the same vein, it was wildly and vastly different. And just in everyday interactions, if I bump into somebody on the street, the way that we handle that, preceding that, the way that we deal with that is a lot different out there than here, and just just the experiences really. There was one time we were at a train station in like Brussels or something. And to set like the scene, it was me, another dude Bridges, who's mixed and damn near the same color as me, Odd Couple, who's just like, he's super dark, real tall, and then Michael Kolar, which is my manager, who's a white dude. And so this fucking circus is walking through this train station in Brussels, and we needed help. We couldn't find our train, and we asked a dude. We were just like, bruh, like, can we get some help finding our turnstile? He was like, oh, yeah, sure. I can't do his accent, but he was just like, oh, yeah, sure. No problem. And so we're walking through the station. He's like, what do you guys do? Like, why are you here? And we're like, it's a very valid question. I'm an artist. He's a DJ, a photographer. And he hears hip-hop, and he was like, oh, my God, like, I love rap. I love, what did he say? He was like, I think he was like Lil Wayne, and then he was like, niggas with attitude, and it's a white dude, and it's like three brothers are just looking at him like, and we completely forgot for a second. We just saw a white dude say nigga, and we were like, are we about to have to give you these hands real quick? But then we thought, oh, you don't know no better, because your culture doesn't have the same, it's not the same thing here. So we all kind of were like, okay, dial it back, bruh. you should probably not say that. And he was just like, oh, sorry, like I had no idea. And we were like, nah, it's cool.
Yeah.
But that was just interesting, you know, like the different, how that carries over. It doesn't seem like a big deal,
Yeah.
but for us, it was like, whoa, this is a whole new world, you know?
All our audience knows, you know, closed sessions is a very fundamental piece of the Chicago scene. We know, didn't you go like from being an intern to being, you know, part of the label?
Yep.
And then we have Kweku here, who's, what are you, like still a teenager? 20 now? See? Like you're starting off, you know, that whole process from being young to cementing yourselves with, you know, thanks to, you know, in much part, you know, with whatever you guys are doing, but also with, you know, with the help of closed sessions. So what can you tell the people about what this experience has been and being part of this kind of collective?
I know, like, for me at least, like, before I was even interning at the studio at Soundscape, I've been making beats since I was 17, and I've been doing it for a little bit, but it was all bedroom stuff, you know, like just getting started, making stuff on my laptop. And for me, what it's meant is just like having people around to kind of help give you that extra step up to the next level. And that's just been the thing that I can say I'm the most grateful for from Mike and Alex, is just making sure, like, one, like, I have a place to work on music and to, like, up my quality. Like, having stuff mixed and mastered from Mike Kolar, who's also the engineer at Closed Sessions, is insane. Like, everything comes out sounding like a radio record now, you know, like, even if it's not, like, it's just crazy. That, and just putting food on the table now, even, like, just making sure that we can get paid and stuff like that for these songs. Like, it's just crazy. It's a crazy thing. Those dudes are really keeping the wheels moving for both of us. Like,
my first couple years of high school were like right around the time that Chicago was really starting to come to the forefront of the national scene. You dig what I'm saying? And so being from Evanston, being just north of Chicago, like all that shit was coming into the town. You dig?
Yeah.
So being a kid and being a musician and making the music, it was always like, that's where I need to go. You dig? I just need to drive like 15 minutes and I'm out here, you dig? But in doing the research, you know, and looking into Chance and Save Money, you know, Kami and Joey Perp and Vic and all them, and Brian Fresco, I kind of stumbled onto Closed Sessions. And it became very clear very quickly that it was like, oh shit, y'all are really ingrained in the fabric of this scene. Like, you're kind of like official, you dig? And so coming up, I always was like, you know, what's Closed Sessions got going on? You dig? They always had something new, somebody coming through, some da-da-da. And so for me, it was always like, I want to be a part of that. It's all been development that would have happened had I continued to live in a different life, but it's different because it's been so accelerated due to the fact that, yeah, I am around Michael Kolar every day, who has taught me so much about mixing and mastering, and I get to be around BoatHouse every day, who taught me so much about mixing and making beats and just like rhythm changes and chord progressions and just all these things that, had I not been around them to, I maybe either would have picked up, I wouldn't have picked up, really. Yeah, there's no other way that I would have gotten the information, because I didn't go to school for this. You dig? He went to school for this, and now I get to leech off of his collegiate knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But it's just it's been so, I've been so lucky, you know, and especially like these are like my best friends now. You dig? We're all like family, you know, and that support is so essential, especially in this field where like we're all still technically like independent, and Closed Sessions is an independent entity, but if you know, there's like that camaraderie of just like, we're a squad, we're a team, you know.
After that Metro show, what else can we expect from you guys?
Well, I got a project coming out in April called Gray. We're going back out on the road with Vallis Alps in May, so we'll be back here in Austin.
There you go.
After that, got some fun shit planned for Chicago in the summer. What about you, Boat?
BoatHouse just keeping it moving, man. That's it. You know, just staying afloat. Yeah, working on more music every day. So, yeah, nothing super set in stone right now, but more music coming all summer long, definitely.
Dope, man.
Yeah,
Perfect,
everyone's got stuff coming out.
Thanks for speaking with us, and definitely looking forward to
thank you for having
everything
us.
coming this year from you guys and beyond. All right,
True.
thanks, man.
Hell yeah, thank you.